But hello there, good afternoon. Hope you're all doing fine. Tomorrow's the real thing. Yeah, exactly. Why would you need the other one? Unless you just want more, I guess. Sure. Alright. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Expect this to take like 2 hours. Give or take. June 22nd, 9:51 AM. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah? Why? But she's thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she has a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well... I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in the murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all the good you've done, you've gone through. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm so happy for you. She's totally shipping them. Hey, morning, Polly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. What do you mean, Maya, all 3 of them? Huh? What do you mean? My model's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and, watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again! Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Oh, alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you to do your alone time. Wasn't she supposed to be home? Yeah, she was supposed to be looking over the estate, but... I guess we forgot that the next day. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Her mother did it. That's what. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world? Huh? Sounds like you made quite an imp yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Not like that, huh? Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. I've been doing fine today. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Oh, alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not a defendant? I never said it wasn't a defendant. Then what's the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped the ski. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. Name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a matter of speaking? Yeah, I don't think anyone really cares. It's important though. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watching over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. Phoenix Law left so the key could have gotten out of the room. I guess that's true. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... Oomph! You, be quiet. Now witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? No, because then Phoenix and Lotta would have seen that. And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fable in a possessed state managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Miss Faye, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. We'll have to get the office. Right. Yeah, I guess they both went to the, actually, did they both go to the phone booth? I don't remember. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After he heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and opened and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oh, okay. There you have it. Pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then quite suddenly she twisted me away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I've no knowledge of where she went after that. Ah, but you found her eventually, didn't you? Why have you hidden this up until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities where they arise. That's right. She's simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Melda's a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Oh boy. I'm still back at full health, huh? Jesus. Just now you said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I've already sent a repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, this is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern with yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. To question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger. That's what I thought to myself. Sure. Well, it was very noble of you, Miss Faye. I beat your high score in Mega Bonk. Wait, I had a high score over you? I don't even know if I had that. Hello, Demi. If anything, I've been constantly chasing after your score instead. Well, it was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad, and people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Also, thanks for resubscribing there. Hope you're doing fine. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And the strike caused my consciousness. Do you stand by the statement? Currently on the real vacation out of X's out of Dallas there. So by that you mean just like playing Mega Ball, huh? I see. I'm afraid I don't, The statement I gave to you was a lie. What? Some time to recover, understandable. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness was lying to go for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question further. It's a bone kind of occasion. So you are covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Ah! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what an unexpected thing was, it was always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there was a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? And I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than a defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. God damn it. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she'd run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... You fainted? I became dizzy and then I collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Afraid of no knowledge of what you meant. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you had absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Looks like Miss Von Kawa is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now let's take the next logical step and ask. Where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. That is exactly what we should be. Eek! Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done is she's going to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? What was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Meenie who was sleeping in a side room at the time. Eenie Meenie? Think you can see where this is headed. Oh boy, I don't want to deal with her again, she's annoying. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like, Eenie Meenie. I'm like, researching like parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? I know the second P is silent, but it trips me up so badly. Let's see, it's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what it means. I just suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meenie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in a side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. There was an emote. What the hell would the emote even be? What would that emote even describe? Like, what kind of feeling would be to it, huh? This bitch? I don't know. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Don't worry about it, I do worry about it. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that ended was your sister? You mean the defendant Maya-Fei? Or don't you mean the defendant Maya-Fei? Really now, Your Honor? Maya-Fei was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit is the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah. I guess I could call the emote like. Would be kind of annoying though. In your testimony you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Meanie, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. She looks like a chill emote. She's anything but chill. That was no accident. I'm gonna see this again, huh? I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. It's like the third time we get to see this. Dancing? I mean, we got enough dancing emotes if you need that. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? Like, basically we already got the data emote for that. She took her revenge? That's what she said. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. I mean, I don't have any, but I got, like, the Frank over the 7 TV emotes. Wait a minute, there's a model that's constantly leaning to the... Hold on a second, chat. I need to check something here. No, it's looking forward. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that the spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point toward this as the truth. In the end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, is it all made up? Was it all just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. And even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there's room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Ah, I need a drink. I definitely need a drink looking at this person on stream. Yeah, too much water. I got some syrup here, like added with water, but I added too much water, so it tastes kinda, yeah. Like when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Could it be she's actually Mimi? No shit. Not because of your sesame allergy, wasn't it? Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds in the lunch you served today. I had this premonition that it was going to be totally a seedy day. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Am I the only one who misses the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 AM? Something like that, I think? 11 AM? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time it was when the someone came into your room. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. It's really... That's it? Do I submit sentence? Did I? So, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Wait, it's about this person who entered the side room. Sorry for forgetting. No, that's fine. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mrs. Smith. First off, my name is not Mrs. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of time. No witness. How did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I hate these names, chat. I really do hate these names. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react with surprise at seeing their loved one alive again? But maybe if I was someone who don't know about the occult, but I know the recurring channeling technique. The point there is, a witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should have dropped this line of questioning. Question further. Burnt face reconstructed from photo dead was a giveaway. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her! Chat, I hold on, I need this. Hold on, can I find something like this? This word is being used too much in this game and they fucking know what I mean. Why is there a plush of that? You know what? Never fucking mind. Of course that would be. Of course that fucking would be. What do you mean it's a WebP image? Fuck you. Go fuck off and die in a fire. I fucking hate WebP images, chat. Shit's fucking horrible. Guess I'll just do this. It's very clunky, but it works. It just needs to be supported more. Yeah, that's the main thing, really. The problem is, every time I want to use an image, I need to fucking convert it, because nothing fucking uses it. I want to make a thumbnail with this image from an anime, it doesn't work, because it's fucking WebP. So I have to go to a different website to convert this nonsense first. There you go. There he is. There he is. Just gonna put him in the corner here. It's fine. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? It's very important. It's very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and the costume looked like totally normal. So it was nothing odd about your sister, nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she found something wrong. It's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? Mia, what are you blubbing about? Something terrible. What was this thing she told you? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish C for a brain which only speaks foolish with foolish words. Ugh. Well, excuse... I can't believe they actually use this line. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask her the story again? I'll do it again. I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. Spooky-like, huh? It was no accident. Just gonna let this play out and take a drink again, I guess. It's the second time we see this in like the span of 10 minutes. I mean, even in the silhouette you can see that her hair is longer here. Like, how was that? It was a little scary. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it. I know there's be something here we can use, but beware. She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? You can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's about to slip up somewhere. Don't give up. Don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Oh god. I'm going to have to present something here. I don't know quite what I'm looking for either. Do I present the bloody clothes here? It was a very well spun line, Mazzini. What are you babbling about this time, Mrs. Phoenix, right? This is a very lucky guess. It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines, now are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. Take a look at this photograph. It's a picture of the sister you met. You would think that even you would be surprised if someone like this appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noticed it right off the bat. It was a very lucky guess, holy shit. Order. Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Yep. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, the personality did the complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. It just still looks like a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Like, the side room is, like, kinda dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? And the blood totally blended right in. And I, like, Persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Why would you take her back there? Yes, now I see. You have given us a clear reason for why I didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps? I mean, it makes no sense because it was like in the middle of the fucking day. She would have noticed it on the way back. Ah, whatever. You satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Side room was like kinda dark, you know. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement more than subjective than Miss Minnie's? You're such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Ugh. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. Costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had a gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. Like, I like persuaded my sister wasn't, like, right to do something like that. I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like... I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. It's an interesting sentence you have there. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi, Miney, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Mimi Spirit really said it all to you? Like, yeah. And then I took my sister to the chilling chamber. Was your sister calm by the time? I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking a revenge on Dr. Gray, like, make her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. So the sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Like, what do you mean? When you... Oh, fuck. The Reverend side room? Talking about when you were in the side room, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder? Think harder, I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. One with too much faith in Innie's ability to do anything with a brain. It's no good, I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find something sort of some sort of hitch in her statement, you'll enter trial, I know. After all, I'll give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. No. Give me a second shot, it's another fucking bot. Of course it is. Well-intentioned! Well, you're clearly not well-intentioned if you're running a scam now, are you? You little prick. Bye-bye. Now we got other options here to go through, so... I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Know what? Think Ricardo, I know you can remember something. Totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. You think Mr. Wright that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it's very important, yeah. The vase? Well, not specifically the vase, but Pearlie was playing with her ball there. So, she would have seen that at least. I ask because it's very important. Wanted to know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. But how do we go about this? Now, isn't she putting the vase back together? I didn't see any. It was do I present, just police profile for this? I guess I do. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan's Faye's daughter, Pearl Faye. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face, so what about this Giles? It just happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through here would have had to seen her. Would have to have seen her. So, Miss Meanie, what did you have to say to that? Arr! Objection! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. A bit, huh? Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would not have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous! Objection! It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. I guess this is where I present the vase. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn? Wow! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time channeling started. Yeah. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. Well, sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? I like the frame of her face is inside of her hat. Miss Meanie. That's a very durable hat, by the way. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Gah. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. Is it Miney or is it Meanie? I don't fucking know, whatever. About what? It's supposed to be eeny meeny, so yeah, Meanie. Yeah. About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Your lies end here. Is my auto-scroll jet broken? Oh. What are you? The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where's this contradiction? Fuck. Oh, no, don't load. It's in the testimony just now, it's in the evidence. Help me, Mia. It's in the testimony? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. But how would she know? Yeah, that's true. You hadn't called to call the police. So, like, what does it, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I couldn't see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. By the way of the winding way, okay. Wow. But look at the manor guide map. If one wanted to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question. Don't ask a question of a baseless assumption, if you please. I'll have Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meanie. So now's the time to prove it. So now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Oh boy. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Oh, I'm doing it like this. Miss Meanie was here, of course. But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why there's... What? Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meanie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Yeah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. See, you stupid jerk! Oh, where's my break there? Quit being so quick dependent on me, slimeball. No, Miss Meanie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Oh, I could have gone the other way there. Oh. Miss Meanie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah, the tiny little box, no person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lola disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. Just something like. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, I can. There's a hole in it. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Do I just need to show the box again? Yeah, take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there was any sort of evidence in that old thing. This, what on earth? You know what, slams your ball. I don't have time for you to sit down and surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have you heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you are hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah.
Objection!
I didn't know what it just said. I was taking a drink. Then Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie. Nice zoom up on his face there, by the way. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! Can't stand to listen anymore of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This one lady that admitted moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct, that's not possible. Tactical espionage failure. It really isn't possible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Never mind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Huff, huff. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Gah, this person. If it wasn't someone from Korean Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have the box to use. Give me a second. Morgan Fey. Isn't the wonderful lady witness we had earlier today? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? Ah. You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Well, one hand is a pistol, but sure. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she had my client inside of the clothing box. She did it so that she could take Maya's place and frame it for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was not actually yet dead. With the loss of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the whole folding screen was low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. And then the picture was made. Honestly, from this angle, it's kinda surprising that the screen ever got hit because all the nonsense in front of it. Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Didn't you forget something? No? Huh. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still, by chance, evolving? What is it this time? It's from Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone from Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed on a very crucial area. And it is? If this witness is a real murderer, why would you go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with the media, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would you have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's the motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? Can't say she has no motive here. You have to think of a motive now. What is the reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Because her sister died. Duh. God, is that a newspaper clipping or is it going to be this? Sort of a newspaper clipping, I guess. Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she's calling me by her full name. Think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proved that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? Hey, you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm going to explain, so please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You fail to support your own theory. The end. I think we have ourselves an answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meany has stated it was very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Desk, so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Nark. What happened? I thought I had it for sure. Hehe. See? It's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I'll conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, does it sound like a ridiculous... yes, it does sound like a ridiculously massive plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then... why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you prove the reason? Or provide the reason? Let me make a quick save here. Can I really do this? Yes, I can. Sure. I'm not totally confident there, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meany had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. The cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Felix Wright. What? You're supposed to be the one on my side. Aye! Often karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Felix Wright. I do not care if you're my witness. So help me. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will conclude the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second. Alright. 12:04 p.m. Is it really true? About my aunt? I think it would be hilarious if there were the case where a piece of evidence is called the key to the case, and from that point is the correct answer in literally every situation. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Ray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, Miss Von Karma. What do you do? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the world know of your defeat. Judge, she looks kind of fine if she looks like this, instead of just permanently pissed off. I rest my case. And even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. (12:10 p.m. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eeny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Oh, he looks so full of himself. Eeny and Gray have only one point of connection. I will deny she's cool. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meanie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meanie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt and, it was a sea of flames around me. I looked up in the door and, got away. I think I heard of this, isn't it? There's all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was a talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Yuck. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work for this for another angle. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was May 2nd. And our accident was on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. You assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was totally tired, so that's why, duh. It was a malpractice incident where 40 patients died, correct? Yeah. It was the cause of the mistake. Like, I heard it was because the medicines got, like, mixed up. It was the fault of your... Was it the fault of your sister, Mini? Like, no way! Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
The incident has nothing to do with a murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mini's fault. Which means that as far as the real facts are concerned, Mini is the one who made the mistake. But like, it really wasn't my sis. Because it was you, wasn't it? She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk about people, had to talk to the police and like was being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Hmm? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you could have switched with her. True. Ah, but like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you did not have your license, Miss Meanie. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. Let's press it first anyway, but accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like it was at like 1 AM or something, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and I was working like really hard. So it was because the two of you were tired that you were so tired that this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt. Yeah. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and it was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget but wanting to forget the time, so like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's this article, then I've already got it. Wait, do I? Oh, it's just in here, isn't it? And that's why you were in the passenger seat? Like, yeah. I was like at my colleague's research lab till like really late. So my sis was like giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix. Yes. You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. There's gonna be some sort of secret sleeping in his testimony. Yeah, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. I guess I presented on the first slide. Also, I want to check something real quick, actually. Ah, yes, I can check this too. I never checked this, actually. I think I presented on this slide. Oh wait, did I do the contradiction? She must have been on a license. Hold on. I was able to escape. I'm going to investigation of the driver responsible to the wheel. Totally tired to drop to sleep. Anything else? If Miss Meanie was to be believed, one driving the car was his sister, Meanie. Meanie was a nurse at Grey. Like, anyway. Guess not. Your Honor, statement contradicts the evidence. Never mind, it wasn't there. Remember Hottie? Oh wait, no. I need to present it here. Just at the wrong slide. At the right thing, but at the wrong slide. No worry. Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? Because she pointed it out when we pressed the third one, that statement, but it got like added after the fact. So, just like one moment. Yeah. I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took from the express purposes of getting a driver's license. What's the meaning of this, Miss Meanie? That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic doctor? Yes, that perverted fake clinic doctor. And how did you know he was perverted? Youch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. There's half a year lapse in that time. Half a year lapse in time, Miss Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. Why are you stammering? At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Yuck. Ow! Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and his sister could have not switched drivers. I'm like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I don't think my sis would let me drive. Ow! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the ow. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Just because... I think the situation calls for more detailed testimony, Miss Meanie. If you please. Not like, how annoying. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time I was, really close to getting my license. My sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She, had just gotten a really shiny bright red sports car. She, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. Noob. So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. No, then the defense may question the witness. Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... When is the last time something used noob as a word? Instead of noob with two O's? So, what do you mean by really close? I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name liar boy doesn't even know what the driver's permit is. Well, this liar never had a permit. Ah! Whack. Ignorance is to be whipped. Noob and noob mean different things. I guess that's true. What's with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, may I continue? She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car? Well, she'd flip out at a, drop of rain. And, she would not notice if someone, or, someone touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Yeah, that's also a good question. Why did she take such special care of her car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? You wouldn't want to, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Liar? I think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but... I guess people who really love their cars think otherwise. Phoenix, for asking something of more significance, alright. Well, Miss Meanie, what kind of car was it? She's just gotten it. Just gotten it as often after the malpractice accident. Was it a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? That was her boyfriend's initials. And it was a really special model. She had to wait for a whole year for it to arrive. Because love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes. Please have to witness append what you just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Meanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. If it's an import car from the UK, then the steering wheel is on the other side, right? To be fair, this is kind of weird because this game got localized into San Francisco or whatever the fuck this place is called. I don't remember. But in Japan, stuff is also like switched around, so yeah. Sure, whatever. Totally special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive and the driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there was no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing is kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shape, that pure, that wild way it sauce is smooth, the raw feeling of manual transmission, the breeze cool of the AC. Forgive me. My personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Or she sister good at driving. She was like, totally awesome. She like said she was going to be the like racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. So I ended up in the passenger seat at night too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like yeah, I like immediately reached for the passenger side door. And fled like in a daze. Sounds like it's a terrifying time. Something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sounding testimony. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself, it has to. Do you really think so? Believe there's a path, I know it. You almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. God, I have no fucking idea honestly where to begin with this. Yeah, if it's the passenger side, it would be the left door. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. Yes, that is in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That's where it would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding a British car. It's good that I got some knowledge of cars, I guess, for this. In that case, the passenger side will be on the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? This means you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then it means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Ack! This Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. He said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Meanie. That's what Eni said, yes, but that's where our story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix. Looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If you connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Eni was driving. And the answer is Eni Meanie, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eni Meanie just said so herself in the testimony. She said that she escaped from the car right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At the time, Miss Eni Meanie had not yet received a driver's license. And that is why the accident happened, told us Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real proof behind the accident. The real proof? Think outside of the box, isn't that what they always say? Alright, one more time. Like, yeah, I know she got plastic surgery, but it constantly fucking trips me up. The real answer is the one person with the driver's license, Mimi Meanie. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eni Meanie, was the one on the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what the name really is. This witness's real name is... It's the biggest penalty resting on this. Holy fuck. Mimi Meanie. That's your real name. Like, why is it 4 bars there? Damn.
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? The witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction... It's a big moment. I mean, I guess. The surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is a picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Meanie, she died in a car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eni Meanie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meanie? I'm getting tired of the fucking Meanie name. For fuck's sake. The car accident 1 year ago. You have to be really not be following along if you messed that up. Yeah, true. I say as I fucked up the question before it, but hey. The one who died of number is Eni Meanie. Your sister, Mimi. I mean, I guess I was right with the fact that she was driving the car, but it was assuming because of the fucking, fake surgery and shit. Her sister Mimi that stole her face and was reborn as Eni. Wait, did she effectively erase Mimi Meanie from existence? Your Honor, League of Legends. Death. I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meanie. However, that would have not been possible, because Mimi Meanie was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered if the channeling had been conducted. So this witness had to stop this from happening. At all costs. And And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Eek, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meanie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. I mean, Mimi was blamed for the malpractice, so... Mimi wants her whole self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right, he wasn't standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident, in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. If I find a way for myself to escape it all, the only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was a lost chance. A chance to throw away her past and start a new life as a sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. I mean, this kinda just hinges on the fact that people believe that calling in spirits is like a real thing, I guess. I mean, it's been established in this universe, but still. If you only had thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as... Why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? It's sad, but still. And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help to execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francisca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Ow! Ah! Ow! 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 And one more for good measure. That's more than one. Oh shit, he's dead. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix! Scored as a fraud, a sham. Whoa. Now then. Looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains his consciousness. So we'll go ahead and pronounce a verdict. Not guilty, but Phoenix is dead. Like how Mia's standing there now. That is all, the court is adjourned. And they're okay with that? Yeah, don't worry about it. Chad, I actually have a question about the anime, like if you happen to know, because I know there was an anime, I think I've watched, well, at least a few episodes of it back when it was airing, but I don't think I finished the entire thing. At least hold on, let me check my anime list real quick. No, God, what the fuck is the Japanese name of Ace Attorney again? Gechikuban something, right? This fuck sucks. Because it doesn't find it in English. 8 Attorney, no. Kyakuten Saiban. Ah, close enough. Okay, no, it's not in my list, but it's not in my list, but I could have sworn I've watched this. Weird. See, there was also an OVA. Wait, the OVA came before the save? What? Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that is totally not Ace Attorney. Oh, holy titties. Based on the erotic game by Radcliffe. Okay, sure, whatever. Whatever, that's not Ace Attorney. The point is being, how far did the anime ever get? Was it just the first game? Or was it also the second game? Look, I'm just kind of wondering about this, really. Just as an aside. Like I said, I think I've watched, like, maybe 4 episodes of the... Like, I don't know why it's not on my list whatsoever, though. I don't know why it's not on my list whatsoever. Don't you give me that, chat! Blame fucking anime lists for showing me that. You know they at least got to game 2. Okay. Maybe we should watch it at some point. Maybe we should watch it at some point. But like, that's the problem that I'm having. Like, I could have sworn that I watched it, but apparently I didn't. Season 1 covers games 1 and 2. Season 2 covers more game 3. I didn't know it was a season 2. I guess that explains. Also, hello there. Does you remember dubbing OTKs and coding Pearl? You're naughty but you were mid-streaming. Oi! Just be glad I didn't show you the goddamn image, because I would have gotten my ass banned from Twitch. So let's get this over with. Congratulations, Maya. Oh. The vehicle involved the car crash is actually an American car. And this is Camaro, that's because Japan's roads are driven on his left side. Driver seat in his wheels inside. They swapped it around then. Huh. Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Aw. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. You know, it just kind of fucking bothered me that you're like not addressing the fact that Morgan favors an accomplice in this. Like, I know it shows up later in like the 3rd game, I believe, but still bothers me. It's quite a lot. Just like an accomplice get away. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis. In my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. Familiar scent? It was inside that clothing box, right? In that box. It was a box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. It's not a trial about Morgan. I mean, I guess. I'm just kind of expecting her to get dragged out immediately is the thing, but I guess that's not how it works. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What is that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door for the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. Should have planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick, congratulations, Maya. Thanks. Also, seeing Maya, I can't get over the fucking logistics of this whole spirit channeling technique. Because if the body has to change. Currently she's in the body of a small girl. Like I get it's a game and all that, but just the stress that would be put on that body just like growing like that. Like, okay. Looks like you built me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi with a plan like that? Great woman, highly elastic. Yeah. Mr. Fantastic would be jealous. I just don't understand it, Nick. Demai, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Oh, Jesus, excuse me? Would it be Maya herself? I don't want to fuck this up just like I did last time. But I'm not sure what to present here. Like I know why she was helping with her, but I don't know what is the right thing to incriminate that with. You know the answer? Feel free to tell me. Feel free to tell me. Like it's... Pearl? This goes on channeling Trilogy with immense spiritual power. I mean, I can open the guide and check, I guess, if you want to. Like, this is probably one of those one things again. Do we have Misty? We don't. If we had Misty, that would have been the obvious one. But that's the thing, we don't have her. We only have, like, that ancestor, Mimi, of Ami. You know, I'll just check. I don't want to get this wrong this time. Like, I know I fucked up last time with the not showing the badge to Miles. Yeah, Floof, you're right. I need to show Pearl's profile. Oops, get this screen. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Korean Village. And that person will be you, Maya. Yeah, but that might also be Dr. Tony's badge. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The branch of the family, my aunt. It's like, with the way this is like worded, you could also present her thing as a problem. I kind of dislike this because there's like no trial on this. It's like, you get it or you don't get it. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be... Pearls. Ah. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Didn't Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... One more thing, Maya, don't ever get yourself in a situation like this ever again. Nah. Otherwise it wouldn't be a game. The thing that she was saying was, I thought so. Like, I'm not sure if this gives you much different dialogue options, to be honest. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of Korean, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out the murder. I incorporated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Foreshadowing. Yeah, I don't think this got addressed anymore in this game is the thing. Like if I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember this one. Well, I remember not liking it. Chet, how do you feel about clowns? This is not where the clown comes from, right? The funny booba one. That's from a different game, isn't it? Alright, let's show the preamble, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonders of flight. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Well, he do be floating. But you do get the last member of the Eeny Meeny trifecta, Moe. For real? Like I haven't played any of the other games, and I don't remember anything after this trilogy either. I don't even remember much of this trilogy to begin with, as you might have noticed. But Very Big Circus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I do remember this fucking clown music going on forever. I'm following a clown channel that streams almost every day. And the biggest clown is you here, obviously. Alright. time to title. We'll get into the clown business next week. Don't you shrug at me. Don't you shrug at me after you just got me a clown. Come on now. Alright. Sure, whatever. That was this case. I'll see you all next week for the clown case. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, I guess. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. I expected this to be taking 2 hours, but it's like 1.5 hours. I guess I technically could have done this yesterday, but it would have done quite late. Also, the problem is just that like the limit is like 2 to 3 hours, because otherwise my throat just hurts from all the talking. All kinds of bitches. 90% opening people's hearts, 10% actual case. Alright, chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next stream of this next week. Take care.